Guys, as I told you in the video that I did around lunchtime, that if the story coming from America, that is true, that Sheikh Jassim Al Thani or Sajim Ratcliffe will know the fate on the takeover of Man United before United announces its last quarter financial results is true, I'll come here and really confirm to you, and I'm here to let you know that it is not true, because Sheikh Jassim Al Thani has been denied exclusivity by the Glazers, and the Glazers look like they are still playing their L game to see to it that they really get exactly what they want. What do they exactly want? It's God who knows. For us, we are just assuming and obviously trying to shoot into space. That is it. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button close to 300 times to see to it that this video goes viral, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel to see to it that we hit 14,000 subscribers. Now, Adrian Rabiot has gone ahead to agree a deal with Juventus, and very soon he's going to put pen to paper onto that deal, and we are here to reveal to you why United said no to signing Adrian Rabiot. And I really like the reason as to why they've gone ahead to obviously deny it. I think at least we are now so much observant on how much we pay our players at Man United. It's really a huge positive, and when you add that to that of Mason Mount, I just feel like at least we are getting there, that teams are not going to take us for granted when it comes to really signing for Man United. And we are finding ourselves in a situation that we are getting ourselves back to where we are supposed to be at Man United. And for Mason Mount, looks like talks are really going to really resume between Man United and Chelsea as far as this sterling deal of Mason Mount to Man United is concerned. Now, Rock and David is my name, all RD, and for my Muslim friends, is it called Eid al-Fitri, Eid Mubarak, one of those, because Wednesday is the day, and that is tomorrow. Now, today we've been told by Samuel Lucas, United correspondent for the Manchester Evening News, that exclusivity has not been guaranteed to Sheikh Jassim Al Thani, contrary to reports. Figures close to Sheikh Jassim Al Thani say there has been no significant development over the sale of Man United. So this shows you where we are, that the situation is really alarming, and no one knows what the Glazers are all up to, because if at all we knew exactly what the Glazers were up to, I've always told you that United and the board, it's all about leaking. So would have gotten to know what exactly the Glazers are all about too, but right now we are nowhere near knowing what they are about to, because it's obviously a mess into this entire process of doing the needful. Remember, today we had a story coming in from Bezinga from America revealing to us that maybe United will be close to announcing its preferred bidder before they really go ahead and obviously release the results today. That I've seen United make some money this season, close to £10 million. There has been an increment in income, and you understand why that has been in, because the matches have been really many that we've gone ahead to participate in, and we played in 2 finals, so that shows you that money had to be really coming in a lot. But on the exclusivity being given to Sheikh Jassim Al Thani, it shows you that they are not willing to do that. Do you know why? These people don't want to be caged, you know? They don't want to be caged, and that means they are not ready to not call in for a 4th bid. So watch around the space. The 4th bid might be called in by the Glazers. That is it, from the suitors. And what happens to Sheikh Jassim Al Thani, who came out and said that was his final and last bid? It was a leave it or take it. God knows, people change, but will Sheikh Jassim Al Thani change his mind, or is just going to get fed up of the deal and obviously move out of it? But I think at this juncture, there is no way he gets out of the deal, because he's the preferred bidder as his fifth bid he put in through was significant. When you ask me, Rokani, you're talking about Sheikh Jassim Al-Thani fifth bid, and the Glazers are calling in for a fourth bid. Let me school you and bring you up to speed. One, for the Glazers, they've only called for 3 bids, right? But for Sheikh Jassim Al-Thani, after putting the third bid and the Glazers were not reacting, Avram Glazer went and met the father of Sheikh Jassim Al-Thani in Mayfair in London, you know, after that FA Cup, after that FA Cup semi-final, and we submitted, and Sheikh Jassim Al-Thani submitted the fourth bid. And then after that fourth bid, Sheikh Jassim Al-Thani went ahead to submit a fifth and final bid that he labeled "Leave It or Take It." But for the Glazers, they are still at a third bid. That is it. So if at all they call in for another bid, it will be a fourth bid and a sixth bid for Sheikh Jassim Al-Thani, if at all he happens to put it in. But we wait and see how that is going to pan out. But no exclusivity has been granted to Sheikh Jassim Al-Thani and the Qataris as requested. Now, Mike Egan, a man so close to this deal, has come out and told us that Manchester United's gross debt figure currently stands at £725 million. Regarding the takeover of the club, as of last night, a preferred bidder had still not been chosen. So, no preferred bidder has been chosen by the Glazers, and they are taking their time. Till when? It's the heavens that know. We are so green about what the Glazers are really planning for Man United and what they have in their pockets or in store for Manchester United, because they've ran this takeover as a total nuisance. You can't take close to it's now 9 months when you've not gone ahead to announce the preferred bidder, you know. Now it's affecting Eric Ten Hag and his businesses, especially the transfers. But what to do? Nothing to do. Then when you look at the debt figure, it was at 1 billion. That means close to 202 something have been cleared by the Glazers, and the debt is at 725. So let's wait and see how that pans out. But the main essence of me doing this video was all about to clear on what we expected today, that before United announced the results of their of their financial results of the final quarter of the financial year, they found themselves in a situation of trying to reveal it to the preferred bidders, but nothing has been revealed. And that shows you that the process is still ongoing till kingdom come. Let's go to things that we understand that are really easily grasped into our heads. Mason Mount. Now, Fabrizio Romano has told us that he understands Chelsea and United are prepared for direct contact this week to make final decision on Mason Mount deal. Direct club. Sorry about that. Direct club to club talks will take place within 24 to 48 hours to understand how to proceed. Man United £55 million bid remains valid, but not forever. That is it. Now, this is something that Chelsea called in for, and United said no at the first time, and now looks like they decided to go on and really meet them face to face and really discuss on what the move is going to be. And I really understand that this is uncalled for, but when you look at Chelsea, they are just trying to play the L game, and United are trying to really stand their ground, and I really like it. I like their stance. That is it, because you cannot tell me that you are willing to pay £65 million for a player who is left with just 1 year on his contract, and he's not a baller. You know, I don't see something special in Mason Mount. That's it. He's he's a basic football player. He knows the basics of the game, but he's not that kind of player that you can talk about into the same statement with Bruno Fernandes, Ericsson, even Donny van de Beek. I've seen some people even bring Sabitzer into the conversation. I would obviously sign Sabitzer over Mason Mount. Trust me, if Sabitzer held a British passport, he would have been signed at Man United. That's it. And the main reason as to why we are signing Mason Mount and clinging on to that deal is because he's English. And United know that they're going to move out very many English players this season, and they need to bring in other English players. So that is the main reason as to why we are signing this guy. Minus that, I don't see Mason Mount coming to Man United. That's it, because Ten Hag wanted Orikun Kokchu, but the board told him that we are going to move on very many homegrown players and we need to bring in homegrown talent. That is it. That is it. But there is no way you tell me that Ten Hag is an admirer of Mason Mount ahead of other players, because he knows that there are very many players on the market that can cost 55 million pounds and obviously get him the best that he deserves. And I've looked at players like Youssouf Fofana, that French guy. He's really great. He's really good, and he plays in the League One and looks great. And I've seen Arsenal interested in the player. You know, there are very many other the Haidaras of this world. You know, the Habib Diarra. They are having better seasons and better ceilings as far as their talent is concerned. But for Mason Mount, we are only there because he holds a British passport. That's it. Let no one lie to you that we are there because of any other reason. We are there because he holds a British passport. That is it. Minus that, we wouldn't have been going in for him. That is it. So, that is it coming from Mason Mount. But United have said the bid still stands, but not forever. And I think Chelsea have nothing to do apart from accepting the money that United is going to offer. Even if they meet one-on-one, I think United are going to stand their ground and tell them we can't exceed. And the biggest example is simple. You've sold Kai Havertz, who held 2 years on his contract, to Arsenal at 67 million pounds. And you want us to pay the same amount of money for the player who is less talented than Kai Havertz and left with 1 year on his contract at 65 million pounds. That is out. That is out. The beauty is, even the player is pushing to let the to let the Chelsea side know that I'm not going to sign a new contract unless otherwise you want me to move out on a free. And I've read the story today that Pochettino wants all the players that he doesn't like at Chelsea out before the 17th of July. That is it, when he really kickstarts off playing his first game as a Chelsea manager in the preseason. So I think that can act as a propeller to the deal of Mason Mount to Manchester United. But we are used to this. These are the games of the Glazers. They are so much excited in it. The more we take without signing players, they know we are saving money. Wait and see how things are going to pan out. So, lastly, let's talk about Rabiot. La Gazzetta dello Sport, La Gazzetta dello Sport have told us that talks with Veronique Rabiot for Adrian Rabiot saw her asking for a 3-year deal worth 10 million euros net per season plus 10 million euros on free. 10 million euros sign-on fee. Man United immediately said no. So, today, Fabrizio Romano has reported that Rabiot is going to sign his contract at Juventus shortly. And United was really trying to talk to the mother, right? And the mother played what we call a hard ball. She was asking for a deal worth 10 million euros per season. Let me see. Per season, 10 million euros. 3 divided by 52. How much? 200,000 pounds. 200,000 euros per week. That is like 180,000 pounds a week, plus 10 million euros of sign-on fee. That's it. So United said no to the deal, and I would like to credit the people at the board of Man United that they've gone ahead to fail to be bold this time round, and they've gone ahead to stand their ground. And this is something I want to start Man United, because teams have gone ahead to do such things. However much you like a player, you shouldn't be ransomed to violate your structure. That is it. So with United aiming to cut its wage bill short, they don't want to bring in players that are really so much on huge wages. And I think they want to put their ceiling at like 150,000 pounds. And if at all someone hits 200,000 pounds, that player should be exceptional, like Bruno Fernandes, you know. Who else is earning 200? Now those earning 300,000, Rafael Varane, Casemiro, Marcus Rashford, David De Gea, they deserve it. So we don't want to be having cases like those of Anton Martial earning 250,000 pounds a week when he's blowing hot and cold. That is it, right? We don't want cases of Harry Maguire earning 200,000 pounds a week. He should be earning 130,000 pounds a week as a player. So that is something that we should go ahead and really improve. We shouldn't see a player like Anthony Santos coming in at Man United earning 50,000 pounds a week at Ajax, and we multiply it by 4 to earn 200,000 pounds a week. Where in the world do you find that? You should be earning 100,000 pounds a week, and then you put in what we call performance-based increments. If at all he performs better, next season you add him 50,000 pounds. That is it. We shouldn't sign Jadon Sancho earning 70,000 pounds a week at Borussia Dortmund and obviously multiply it by 5 to earn 330,000 pounds a week at Man United. That is out and ridiculous. So that's what we had for you here onto the United Matters channel. Tell me your thoughts about Sheikh Jassim Al Thani denied exclusivity. What do you make about it? And Mason Mount, new talks coming, and Rabiot. That is known as to why we pulled out of the Rabiot deal. I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I'm out.